What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, better late than never. We saw some controversy as Hall of Fame referee, Filipino referee, Carlos Padilla, explained how referees are taught to cheat in favor of one specific fighter. And then he gave a detailed example when he refereed a fight between legendary retired 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacquiao, okay? And at the time, he was undefeated Australian star boxer Nedal Hussein, okay? Nedal Hussein is now 45 years of age, okay? He is, he finished his career total with 43 wins, 5 losses, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. 2 times in his career, he was knocked out, 5'7" with a 70-inch arm reach, okay? So he fought Manny Pacquiao back in October of 2000, okay? He was undefeated at the time he fought Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was now 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. 3 times in his career, he was knocked out. He's 43 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Okay, so at this time, okay, back in October 2000, he was 19 wins, no loss, and no draw. Nedal Hussein was. Manny Pacquiao was knocked out twice already. By that time, he was knocked out in 1996. He was knocked out in 1999. Okay, the 3rd round in 1999, the 3rd round in 1996. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao, he came across Nedal Hussein, and Nedal Hussein, Manny Pacquiao was the favorite. This fight was in the Philippines. Referee Carlos Padilla is a Filipino referee, and Carlos Padilla, he stated that Nedal Hussein is a very good boxer, big, young, strong, and hungry, and Manny Pacquiao was on the verge of possibly fighting for a world championship. And so he was taught, and told to do what he can to help Manny Pacquiao be successful in this fight. And that's exactly what he did. He did it in every way possible because Nedal Hussein was beating Manny Pacquiao to a pulp, okay? He dropped Manny Pacquiao. He was hurting Manny Pacquiao. He was outboxing Manny Pacquiao. And the referee played a part, the judges played a part, and the politics played a part, okay? And ultimately, they waved the fight off. It was a headbutt, but they ruled it a punch that saw Nedal Hussein suffer a cut under his eye, not above his eye. And the first time the doctor checked his eye, they said he can't continue and waved the fight off in favor of Manny Pacquiao getting a TKO victory. So, referee Carlos Padilla, he explained the details. He gave vivid detail information as to what took place, how he prolonged the fight when Manny Pacquiao was hurt, knocked down, how he ruled a headbutt, a punch in favor of Manny Pacquiao, how he took a point from Nedal Hussein. He just gave very vivid details of what took place, and it's an absolute shame. It's a travesty. And he represented the World Boxing Council, the WBC referee, board of 32 members, President Mauricio Suleiman. At the time, obviously, it wasn't Mauricio Suleiman, it was his dad, I believe. And, it's an absolute shame, and it's a travesty, right? He's now 88 years of age. And so, who knows? Nedal Hussein went on to win 17 straight fights after that fight. So he would have been 36 wins, no loss, no draw by the time he had his next loss, okay? So who knows what was taken from him and what could have been. And so now he's saying that his issue was never with Manny Pacquiao, but his issue was with, the referee. But Manny Pacquiao, he came out and made some shocking statements when Manny Pacquiao stated that it should have been the case that referee Carlos Padilla is a Filipino referee. He's from the Philippines. The fans is Filipino, and that he don't look at it as cheating. He look at it as just a little bit of home court advantage, a little home cooking, and nothing wrong with it. And then after, obviously, Manny Pacquiao, he was comfortable admitting that cheating was okay in favor of him. He then stated that, it's not up to him because he's just a boxer. Well, now he FaceTime, Nedal Hussein, and they decided that they're going to have a rematch at 45 and 43 years of age. Okay, now Manny Pacquiao, he has an exhibition coming up, so we got to see how that unfolds and plays out. But better late than never, right? Let it unfold. It's going to be a lot of build up to it. It's going to be a lot of exposure going on. Padilla, the WBC said they're going to investigate about it. Nedal Hussein, he even went to CNN to state his case of what took place. And so now Manny Pacquiao FaceTime him, and they said they agree. And Nedal Hussein said it's time to go training. He's about to start training. Manny Pacquiao's already training, and he's preparing for an exhibition that he have coming up. And then we're going to see a rematch. And hopefully Nedal Hussein gets paid big. Hopefully there's a big network willing to put out big money to have this fight staged, between Nedal Hussein and Manny Pacquiao, and to showcase, a rematch. Now, obviously, it's 23 years later. This was October 2000. We are now going into 2023. So it's 23 years later that they'll fight. Obviously, they're not going to fight. We're already in December. Today is December 2nd. So clearly, they're not going to fight in 2022. It will be in 2023. And that's 23 years later. So, I like the idea of having a rematch fair and square. Who knows where it could take place? Who knows who'll pick it up? Manny Pacquiao is still a big deal in the boxing. He's a legend. He's an icon in the sport. I completely disagree with his comments saying that there's nothing wrong with a little home cooking and a little bit of home field advantage, saying that it's okay to cheat. There's nothing okay about that. When fighters are risking their lives when they step through those ropes, absolutely nothing is okay with that. So I like the fact that Manny Pacquiao is willing to, give Nedal Hussein the opportunity to rectify his career. Now, obviously, it can't, Nedal Hussein can't go back in time. Neither can Manny Pacquiao. Neither guy is going to go back and be a world champion. You can't rewrite history is what I'm saying. But you can, do your best to rectify it. You know what I mean? As best as you possibly can. So a rematch. Hopefully Nedal Hussein gets paid big. Who knows what direction his career would have been in. He may have been the big fight for Floyd Mayweather instead of Manny Pacquiao. Who knows? Again, you can't rewrite history, but only, the universe knows what could have been, right? But I like the idea of giving this man his spotlight, giving him some sort of justice, you know what I mean? And the sport of boxing trying to correct their wrongs. The sport of boxing has too many wrongs in it, too many politics, and it's the wild, wild west. And I'm glad that we have an opportunity, and he has an opportunity, to, get some sort of justice, Nedal Hussein, because it was taken from him unfairly. And, hopefully, Carlos Padilla is 88 years old, so, what's going to come of that? Who they're going to sue, but it can, right or wrong moving forward for, you have judges that are known to be tweeted out and have issues with the black community, racist judges, and yet get suspended for a year from the WBA and then reinstated. What changed? Your viewpoint of the African-American and black athlete hasn't changed, right? And you should never be allowed to judge another fight. But nonetheless, this particular judge is going to be allowed to, get back into the sport of boxing and judge fights, which is completely terrible in my opinion. I don't think there's any way that you can justify, this judge, being reinstated and being able to judge fights after, the controversy and having, judged a black fighter and completely giving it away from the black fighter because the black fighter clearly won. But nonetheless, this judge is going to be reinstated, okay, after being suspended and going to be back judging fights. So hopefully this cleans up some things moving forward with the sport of boxing. And we can start right here. You have to start from somewhere. So hopefully this is the beginning to a change in the sport of boxing. We must make a change, absolutely must make a change. There's too much issues within the sport of boxing. It needs to be on the up and up and fair and square. So it look like we're going to get Manny Pacquiao versus Nedal Hussein, and it should be titled, you know, Justice. That should be the name of this fight. Justice, point blank and period. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.